Let's get this thing started. Let's check and see where we are, where we say we are. First place I want to check and make sure, because I'm excited. Man, I got my people here. And I think I got my app working again. So I'm excited because it wasn't working for like 2 weeks. And I was ready to have a stroke out this. Hey, you're lying. You're not live on there. You don't have your own app where you go live. Fucking fraud. No, I do. I promise you I do. We're going to see. Let's see if it is what we say we are. Presto, it is live on JPB TV, the app. Go ahead and download it for free on Google Play. I'm so excited, man. This is my cousin, Tam Da Bom Bey. We're here to talk some shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got to switch it up a little bit. So the other place we're going to see, if you want to open up your phone, cousin, go to Facebook real quick. Type in GoLiveTvHour. GoLiveTvHour. We have to do these tests to make sure we are what we say. It should look like that. See that? And you click on it, and we're going to make sure we are live where we say we are. And that's where we are, cuz we're there. So you can share that to your timeline. Or you can make it real simple on yourself and click on it when you get there and hit share, right? And then hit invite friends. And all your friends will pop up in on the show. It's about to be a go. Anywho, my name is DJ GoLiveTvHour. This is my family, Tam Da Bom Bey. We're going to talk some shit. Y'all can call us, 412-475-8313. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We are going to play music videos today, but we wanted to kind of speak for the single mothers out here. Because, you know, if you watch Facebook, you watch Facebook, cuz?
Sometimes
you watch Facebook. Anywho, there's a lot of stuff being said about single mothers raising sons and can't raise sons, and you need a man, and I'm not saying you don't. All I'm saying is, since the males know how important they are, why ain't y'all stepping up and helping the sisters out? Because y'all can't get no ass, or what's your reason? Anywho, so we're going to talk about the obstacles of raising sons as single mothers. She has three sons. Three sons. I have one son.
Three grown sons.
I have one grown son. So we're going to talk about the obstacles that lie ahead for these single mothers who may have got themselves in an situation where they ended up with a single child. Raising children is hard, period. Raising sons is even more difficult. So it's definitely a journey that we don't want to do alone, but sometimes we gotta kind of have to. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into the show right now. My name is DJ GoLiveTvHour. This is GoLiveTvHour, our media, our power. So tonight we're going to talk whatever the fuck we want to talk about. That's what we're doing tonight. Real shit. We'll be back. Let's do it. JBBTV.com, channel 2, and Facebook.com/GoLiveTvHour. Want to be featured? Easy. Call us 412-475-8313 or visit GoLiveTvHour.com for more information. GoLiveTvHour, our media, our power. Grand City, baby. JPB.
that I smell. What's going on in here? You're always throwing these parties every single Friday, and I'm tired of it.
Would you get out my box?
You know what? You're gonna make me coffee with quarters. I got a pocket full of quarters, and I'm ready to use them.
What's up?
Hey, yo. Anything's possible when you got the perfect mixture. Look, check me out.
It's going down in this bitch.
Baby, I got the remedy, just come and take a sip of me. You can get a full ounce of my love and my energy. My apologies for being rude, they call me Hennessy. I brought my friend with me, us together things get interesting. I'm the main reason why Kendrick diving in swimming pools. I can ease your mind, make you wanna sleep with different dudes. Wake up in the morning and forget how you got there, all because of me. You see, your vision's not clear, I can't help enhance it. I'm lying, but I'm the answers. The reason why it's easy to get you out your panties. I'm also the reason why dudes don't use protection, contraceptives. I'm the cure for all things that's depressing. Take a shot at me, baby, give me a chance. And I swear that next week you wanna do me again. I got the recipe for any nervous nigga. Pussy within me, yeah, that's the perfect mixture.
Cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe. That's the recipe. It's going down. Good with it. Cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe. That's the recipe. It's going down. Good with it. Cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe. That's the recipe. It's going down. Good with it. Cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe. That's the recipe. It's going down.
Long day, she a nurse, hard work, life tough whenever you down. Ain't I always there to lift you up? Granddaddy perch, smell linging in your purse. No need for church, you can catch me in the verse. Something about a bush being burned, kush being burned, in the ashes turn, ashtrays in the urn. Where you spend your cash is more my concern. Earn angel wings with a perm, fly straight, bullshit, migrate. I could be your purse so nobody else around. Your friends love my company even though I'm loud. Heard you kick Reggie out, in your own words, I'm not feeling them anyhow. Never catch me down anyhow, I'm always on the market. You the light to my fire, so fire me up and spark it. Get inspired on behalf of what I'm offering. High grade, why not? Got paid, got played.
With it, cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe. That's the recipe. It's going down. Good with it, cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe. That's the recipe. It's going down. Good with it, cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe. That's the recipe. It's going down. Good with it, cold drinks, that's the motherfucking recipe. That's the recipe. It's going down in this
One
bitch.
shot, two shots, three shots, four.
One blunt, two blunt, three blunts more.
That's all we need, a little liquor and weed to help you relax, sit back and be at ease. One shot, two shots, three shots, four.
One blunt, two blunt, three blunts more.
That's all we need, a little liquor and weed to help you relax, sit back and be at ease.
DJ Who the F we are back. Go Live TV Hour. So, what's up, fam?
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful.
You look wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get my music to play. You know how it goes on here when we live. Stuff be happening. All right, so the conversation today, you know, like I said, whenever, if you want to chime in on it, you can chime in on it. But we're talking about being young mothers. At the time, we were young. She's sporting gray now, but we were young at some point in life. And we had sons. Both of us had sons. We actually have sons that were born one day apart.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? We were all in the hospital together.
Yes, we
all these
was.
babies. So, you know, on Facebook, we always hear a lot, especially around Mother's and Father's Day, where the single mothers is on there talking about Happy Father's Day, all the single mothers, and the single mothers on Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, and you always hear these men going off. They're always going off on us. You can't raise a man. All right, so take us back. 17 years old,
I got 3 sons at the age of 17. I had my first son when I was 15. And I got pregnant with twins when I was 17 and had them when I was 17. So at that critical age in my life, still in school, I was kind of traumatized. there was a point in time in my life where I thought that maybe I wanted to keep just one of the twins or not even neither one of them. And, my mother looked at me and she said, you don't do that. You don't separate them and you don't give them away. You keep your babies. And I thought long and hard about it. And I said, the grace of God and help and support, I'll be able to make it through. And needless to say,
you have 3 marvelous grown sons.
I'm proud of them.
So let's go through it because, like I said earlier, being a parent is difficult in its own right with 2 parents in the household, with a father and a mother in the household. How did you climb this mountain? I have one. And
right.
I went crazy almost. How did you climb this mountain with 3 sons when they were, toddlers and everybody wants to throw their food on the floor and don't want to eat? You did it! That was you, twin! You're through your food! You know what I'm saying? For single mothers right now that got children that don't know how to deal with it, that's a pressure. Mm-hmm. How did you do it? How did you deal with that?
I had a lot of help and a lot of support. Unfortunately, I was in the system. I left my mother's house before I even had the twins. Things didn't work out, and I had to go. And since I was still in school, that landed me in the system. I did go from foster home to foster home and shelter and shelter. But
with the babies?
With my babies.
Did not separate them?
Did not separate them. So I had a lot of help and support. I was able to still finish school, and that gave me the courage that I was able to do it. And I made sure that they was with me when I graduated from high school, just to let them see, like, Mom did this, and I did it for myself as well as for them, to let them know, like, you can do this. Mm-hmm. So it was cool raising them. I was growing up with them, as they say, and I was learning a lot from my childhood growing up. There was some good and bad times.
So were you kind of figuring out, like, what you didn't want to do? Mm-hmm. Did you apply that? Because, my mom used to scream a lot. And I felt like, I thought that's how we were supposed to communicate. You know what I'm saying? I would scream. And one time my son, he probably was about 13. He said, Mom, I'm not deaf. You don't have to scream at me. And I'm going, I didn't even know I was screaming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So give me like 3 things that you say you tried not to do that kind of was in your environment of being raised.
Raising my sons, I tried not to give them the old-fashioned ass whoopings. We got them growing up. I felt that there was a better way of communicating with my children to make them understand and listen better and not be so much physically abused. Not saying they didn't get their behinds whooped, but it didn't have to go to the extreme.
Let me ask you this real quick. Now, I hear a lot of people say, if you beat a male child, he'll be more susceptible to beating a woman. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree with that. I think if you teach your son or daughter the proper values of what's right and what's wrong, break any type of cycles that they may be seeing in their life or being raised around, your kid will be okay. I mean, I gave my sons whoopings and punishments and things like that, and I couldn't even imagine them smacking, doing anything to a woman. I would really be surprised, and they definitely would hear it from me if I heard about it.
I'm saying, you have great sons. All 3 of them are just walking smiles. You got mean granddaughters, but especially that first one, she mean. But you have great sons. I mean, your twins actually just graduated from Penn State University, man.
Yes,
shout out to the little cousins, man. Real, very proud of y'all. So, like, going through their about 10 years old to like 15. I know for me, raising my son, that was challenging. Now, it may be a little different because your sons had each other. My son just had me.
Right.
So he only got kind of like my view of the world. But what was it like going through teenage years with them as a single mom?
I think I want to elaborate on the fact that being a single mom was challenging enough, but I do think that I also chose my mate that was in my life during those times of growing them up, raising them, played a definite role. Their natural father wasn't in their life. But the guy that was in my life was definitely in their lives.
So you did have a male figure around. So let's get to it, because I didn't. My son didn't have a male figure around. And the debate that, you know, kind of punches me in the face a lot, and a lot of people say, Buttons, you take it personal. DJ, who the F ever? You take it personal. You need a man around young men to raise successful sons. Do you agree?
Not really. I could have pretty much did it on my own, and I think that they would have still been just as successful. I know it was a big help having a male role model in the house, just to lay down the law, put that disciplinary voice in the house, show them different things that I didn't know, you know, like guy stuff like fixing cars and tools and things like that, you know. So I think that having a male model in the house, or even in the family, it could be an uncle, cousin, brother, whoever, somebody to do things with these young men, play ball, take them to the park, do different things with them and get them involved so that they know. Like my sons went camping, you know, we did things like that. We traveled, we went and did things that was new to them, and they said, wow, this was really fun, and they always wanted to go every year. You know, they was never in the street, they was never hanging on the corner, pants sagging, you know, things like that. I'm just very, very, very thankful and very blessed.
Yes, indeed. Well, you know, that's crazy, because on the flip side of that, I didn't have all of those type of outlets for my son. And as a result, I think he's kind of upset about that, because I worked, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that you didn't, because I know you did. You worked your ass off. But I didn't have anyone.
Right.
Not just a male. I didn't have anyone. My mom wasn't around. My brother really wasn't around. So it was just me and my son. And I think, if anything, that could be a detriment to a young man to only have his mother's point of view. So yes, brothers, I'm agreeing with you slightly, okay? I'm not a bonehead. I think the reason why I get so offended by it is because I did raise him. We did raise him. And I think I get so offended by the fact that men attack women for being single mothers, but in the same note, if you know how important your role is, do something. And I think the problem that I faced was, oh, what's up? You know, you gay. Yeah? Well, you know, ain't no room for me. What kind of room do you need? Because this down here ain't never been your room. It wouldn't matter if I was gay or not. You know what I'm saying? So it was always the aspect, and maybe it was just the wrong type of brethren, but trust me, I went to community organization. I went to as many places that were supposed to give help as much as possible.
Right.
And I got in that age brackets from 10 to 15 to 16, he's not bad enough.
Wow.
That's what I got fed by the community support. Now, granted, there's a lot more support now than there was then, and I encourage young women who have single children to reach out to these community organizations and see if you can get some help. I'm just telling you from my experience. It was either, what can you do for us, which kind of way can you bend for us, or he's not bad enough.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what, he got to commit murder before somebody can realize that there's something going on, and I'm asking you for help now before this occurs, and didn't get it. So now I have a 25-year-old male that's kind of pissed right now.
Yeah, and he's a grown man now, so, you know, he's going to have to figure it out for himself and get himself involved in something positive. You know, it's not too late to still find an older male figure, you know, that may not...
You got to be open to receiving stuff, and we're going to talk about that because I'm sure your sons had mentors in school and just in the part of their life that brought out something different than you probably could have did. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I need help. We try and get. I mean, I want to say he's raised, but he's not done. So if my son does decide to watch this show, just know, you know, this is not a diss or anything towards you, son. I need you to feel good. And if anything, I've always tried to teach you how to do stuff and feel good. So I need you to get better. I need you to feel good and come on back to real life out this month, because you don't have to live in pain forever. Whatever it was, whatever it is, holla at me. And I think that's one thing that's kind of missing in our community, is allowing young men to be able to say, I hurt, I feel, I need to cry. They put a stigma on it like that's wrong. So we're going to talk about that when we come back. Go Live TV Hour, DJ Who the F Ever. This is my cousin Tam Da Bom Bey. She the bomb. She very sweet voice. I'm trying to be like her when I grow up.
4, 3, 2, 5. 4, 3, 2, 5. 4, 3, 2, 5. 4, 3, 2, 5.
'Can I take you on a ride? Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Do you feel the vibe? Spread him up, spread him up, spread him up, spread him up, spread him up. I got that fire, temperature higher. Let me take you on a ride. Lift it up now, everything turn up, free up now, live it up.
And it goes up low, drop it on low, done. Let me take you on a ride now. Take a time out, you will find out. This is just another party, we bringing the vibe. City lock full time with G1 and the rhyme. Just jump in the spaceship and then we make it fly sky high. Now we're gonna have our time. Can I take you on a ride?
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Do you feel the vibe? Spread him up, spread him up, spread him up, spread him up, spread him up. I got that fire, temperature higher. Let me take you on a ride. Lift it up now, everything turn up, free up now, live it up.
I fell in love the first time I heard that patois. When I come through, they feeling me like a shot dot. They can't step in the game with young scheme, cause I'm in the party bringing the fire, you know my team. Dime a ver, y mamita bailando a controla. Me dice que le gusta reggaeton y no soca. No soy soltera, so podemos solo ser amigos. Digo, keep on adelante en dance floor, yo que te sigo, yeah. And my rude boys run the set, cause they came right back, cause they was holding the stack. Cause they be living like that, cause we be living for real. I'm out in France with my niggas and we chasing the meal. Cause we came from up north when we came to get down. The party so fire, I'm loving her style. Underground when we come with the sound up on the track. We breaking much fire, so how real is that?
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Do you feel the vibe? Spread him up, spread him up, spread him up, spread him up, spread him up. I got that fire, temperature higher. Let me take you
punani con tu cara inocente y tú sabes que ganaste el danzal ayer. Allí en el baile, bebé, cuando yo te miré por allí en el reggae. Me gustó como mueves tu cuerpo así, baguial, yeah. Y mueve tu cadera y baila lo normal. Yo no vine a mirar, yo vine a acompañarte como tu rey. Ya tú sabes, bebé, que después de esa noche vas a ser mi reina. Mira señorita, acércate. Mira señorita, rózame, descontrólate y tócame como el fin de semana debe de ser. Let's live it up, let's live it up. Shake your bum bum, yeah, live it up, yeah, live it up.
I got that fire, that temperature higher. Let me take you on a ride. Lift it up now. Can I take you on a ride? Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Do you feel the vibes? Rhythm up, rhythm up, rhythm up, rhythm up, rhythm up. I got that fire, that temperature higher. Let me take you on a ride. Lift it up now. Everything turn up, free up now. Live it up.
As the rain falls, the night sky is lit by the moon. You'll be here soon. As the rain falls, there's thunder, there's lightning. Once I'm in your arms, I'll be safe from harm.
Rainy day.
well, we're back. We got a caller. Who's on the line?
This is Donna.
How you doing?
I'm blessed.
I know that's right. Now, you called in because we're talking about single mothers tonight, raising these sons. Now, you said you got 4 sons?
No, I got 4. I'm a single mother. I raised 4. I got 3 girls and 1 son. He was my first boy. He's 33 years old, and I am truly blessed. I am very, very proud of him. He was never into drugs or none of that.
That's right.
None of that. He went to Tuskegee University. I busted my ass to make sure he could succeed something positive in life.
All right,
now,
sis.
let me ask you this, because, you know, we're having this conversation because sometimes as single mothers, we get a lot of flack from our male counterparts how a single mother can't raise a successful son. What was the secret for you, sis?
I just like, I left it in God's hands. You know, my mother died when I was young. My father was never there for me. I had my son when I was 18. I was still in school, but I made it my business to finish school, and I put him in daycare while I was at school.
I know that's right.
Right.
Now, did you have a lot of like male help raising him at all?
No. I had no male help until my son got to like maybe the 8th grade. I got him a mentor, and this guy was very good in his life. I mean, you know, he had trials and tribulations like a normal teenager, but like I said, he knew he can always talk to me. Like I told him, his dad ain't around, but I'm mama and daddy. When you fall and bust in me, I'm there with the boy outside and the Band-Aid.
All right.
That's right. Well, thank you very much for calling in the show. Hopefully you made it tune in. Thank you again.
All right, sis.
All right, sister, love you.
Love you too.
GoLiveTvHour, man. That's what's up. Hood salute, man. That's what I'm saying. Call in if you got your war stories of being a single parent, because it's not easy. And to all my young ladies just having children right now, it's even more difficult because the climate is a little bit different.
Yes,
you know,
very
we
different.
had violence when we were growing up, and my son and your sons, there was violence going on, but it's really, really bad now.
It's really bad
now. So I'm gonna put a plea out there. I'm gonna put a plea out there because, you know, I can take my ego and put it over there. There's a lot of brethren out here that can actively be involved in these young people's life. They're involved in other things. They're involved in biker gangs. They're involved in hood gangs. They're involved in a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm not one to bash, but I do watch. I go through my hood every single day. I drive through my hood. And those who know you see me. And what I see when I drive through my hood are the same dudes that was my age then that are my age now doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, but as a single mother, I didn't want my son to see that then. And now y'all sons is doing it now. And I'm going to need y'all to step up. Mm-hmm. Get involved, man. Do something different than just pleasing yourself. Because what I see is dudes still playing with drugs, playing with guns, playing with women, playing with hearts, playing with minds, and no growth. Mm-hmm. I also see the hood being snatched underneath us while we sitting there watching and hating on each other. Well, guess what? If I seen that, my son seen it.
And the cycle continues over and over and over. You got to break the cycle.
Any suggestions?
It got to start. You would think it got to start with the elder of the men.
Which one is that? Because some of them are in jail and some of them ain't even here no more.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, do you start with the young teenage guys growing up so they could be successful fathers growing up? I mean, where do you start? Like,
no, we got sons that fathers at 15, 16 years old and don't have a clue. And that's the basis of this conversation, because we all sit back at some point in our day on Facebook or privately and hurt, mourn, and complain about the actions of our young people. Mm-hmm. And I'm from the hood, all right? And from the hood, I knew that if I didn't speak a certain way, I couldn't go over there with that group of people. And if I didn't think a certain way, then I couldn't go over there with that group of people. we're segregated in our hoods. The intelligent, the bougie, the educated, the this percent, the that percent. And at the end of the day, I was by myself. Trying to figure it out. Fortunately, my mother raised me strong, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of young people whose parent, singular, is not mentally that strong. That parent might be on drugs. That parent might even not be here. And they walking past this group of people and that group of people. Instead of just trying to uplift them, they trying to make them be what they want them to be. Where's the ears at?
Right.
Because I know for me personally, if somebody would just listen to me, just listen to what the hell I was going through.
Right.
I think that's probably why I go live so much. I just want you to listen to me. Nobody cares. But do you think that...
It's really sad because when you go, if you was to pick random houses to go to in the hood, in any neighborhood, in any, part of the city, you be so saddened by what you see when you go in these houses. It seemed like the world has changed so much that everything is focused on getting it in and drugs and doing foolishness, and these kids are sitting in the middle of it, and it's just a cycle over and over, and it's just really, really sad, And then the kids, they get older and they get into mischief, and then you point the finger at the kid and you're ready to snatch them up. It starts somewhere, and it's in the household.
Now, J-Rock, that's thank you, Donna, for commenting. I'm looking at y'all comments too. Thank y'all for watching. Now, I-Rock said, I think to start with the young mothers to get them to understand it takes a village to raise the children, because too many mothers feel nobody can touch, discipline, or say anything to their children.
Nowadays, yeah.
And what else? Say anything to the children, then start with the young men. It's too much friction between mothers and fathers. Need to stress unity. You know what? And I totally respect your opinion, and I agree with you. And I think the problem with it, it takes a village to raise a child issue is our villages right now are filled with crackheads and heroin users and drug dealers, and that village has been raising our children. And I think that's where we got to tighten up. Our generation really has to tighten up, because we're still like, even if you listen to some music these days, I know 35, 36, 40-year-old rappers are still saying the same shit. Fuck what my hood and got to no good and drink liquor and pour it out from a nigga. What? Nigga, you're 50, sit down. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at some point, I think that we definitely need to do that, but how do we do that, Rob? How do we clean our village? Because what I'm starting to see is when we get successful young men, they not coming to our village, they're going to the other people's village. They're finding success and what's the word I want to use?
You know,
what's the word, cuz? What's the word I want to use, cuz? Acceptability. They're being accepted in other people's communities because they're smart and they made a choice to graduate from school or to be intelligent. They go into a whole nother race of people. So how can we clean our village if they not coming back to it?
I just want to know, if we saw children not being taken care of in a bad environment, what is our place? And I'm not saying like we should be out here snitching and telling and going to, because that takes it to a whole nother level that you don't want to really dig into. Right. But as a parent and you see a kid or children not being taken care of properly, what is your place? Can we ask? Is it too much to ask the parent if she needs help? Or, bring the child to your home, or ask. You gotta ask. Yes, definitely gotta ask. And feed them and give them clothing. And I mean, what is our place? It's crazy that the hood has such a negative ego. Even when we're struggling,
The person's mom could be drunk, laid out on the block, and you be like, "Can I feed your son?" "I don't need your help." Mm-hmm. "Fuck out of here! You think you too good?" Mm-hmm. It's not that we think we too good. We just know this situation is not good.
Right.
So we're mentally ill. Oh man, you know what, Angel? Thank you for watching, brethren. If y'all don't know, Arthur D. Angel wrote the book Through the Test of Time, and I'm telling you, this brother nailed some shit in his book. Go get it. But he said there are totally so many issues that we're up against. We are mentally ill, and this is my cry every day. We have PSTD. I think I said it right. PSTD. Post-traumatic stress disorder. PSTD. Damn. And I say that because we live in war zones and have been doing so for generations. But what makes us stronger than the next is what I'm trying to... What's our glue, cuz? What's our gel? Because we did this shit.
It was a different time then. You know, when we were kids, we were kids. We had things going on in our life, but we were still able to be kids. We was able to go outside and have fun and not see the things that we're seeing in the street today. And raising our kids made it a little bit easier on us because we had a childhood. So we was able to, some of us had childhood. And we was able to instill that into our children and raise them the way that we felt morally supposed to be done. And now with the generation, like with my grandbabies growing up and things, it just terrifies me because me personally, I wouldn't even want to raise another kid now.
You can't pay me
to raise
I
another
said
kid
one that
now.
was done. You said push it, hurt, that's it. But I think one thing that we all, maybe we can agree on to do is we have to begin to talk to each other better. Mm-hmm. Just in a simple conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I know all of us have our hood terms and our hood slang and how we address each other. But if it's not words that lift you up higher, we have to learn how to at least do that. Somebody be like, "What's up, bro? What's up, nigga? Hey, brother, nigga." Like just simple things like that. When you say, "How you doing, family?" Mean that shit.
Right.
Don't just be like, "Oh, how you doing, fam? I'm good. I'm doing this, I'm doing that." Words are so freaking powerful. You can change the complexity of someone's whole life just how you talk to them.
Mm-hmm. Showing some compassion, some love, some care.
Okay, Amy spoke. Hi, Amy. Hi, everybody watching. We definitely appreciate y'all. She said she thinks it starts with single, pregnant women or young mothers being approached with the attitude, "If you need help, here are your options," instead of "you can't do it." Education changes attitudes and opens doors for raising children better solely because we know how to find good help without feeling like a person is giving up or admitting defeat. Bing.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you. And I totally agree with that statement. And I also would like to add to that, not only feeling defeated or giving up, but feeling like, what's the word, cuz? What's the word? Dumped on because you need help. Bad because you need help. Help is not saying I need help is not a weakness. And we've been raised, what goes on behind closed doors stays behind closed doors. So if I'm starving behind closed doors, I can't go to school and say I'm starving because the parent might be afraid that somebody gonna get on their ass. And it ain't about getting on your ass, it's about giving you help.
Yeah. Right.
And we have to be careful. This is the other thing. And regardless, last time I was in school, I was an active parent. And I was an active parent for a lot of reasons, but this was the main reason. I don't freaking know you people that I'm sending my son to for 8 hours a day. I don't know you. And the teachers would get offended by that. And now you hear teachers are sleeping with kids, hitting kids, spilling coffee in the kids' face, terrorizing children at school. School's not safe from the adults for children at school.
Yeah.
So you're going to get mad at me and tell me I can't just walk up into school whenever I want to? Yes, the F I can. Yes, I can. Because you have something that belongs to me. And I don't think we have enough of that going on in the school system like we used to. Back in the day, you know, you could be cutting up in class and your mom could be standing through the door and you ain't know her ass was there. And she had to belt and take you in the bathroom and wear it out.
Yeah, send your ass right back
and
to class.
Bruised and battered. You do that shit now, they call it CYF for you. There's not a working relationship. And the only way they try to make one is with the PTA. Spend a little money, do a little donation. I'm not trying to be rude to no other children or no other parent. But I didn't come here to build a relationship with this whole school. I came here to build a relationship with the people who have my children. AE teacher, AE principal, AE counselor. How are we getting these children to the next step? And each parent should be allowed to have that relationship with AE teacher, EA principal, AE counselor.
Yeah.
And we got to do it. We got to do it. And I think with that, proper education and the basic format of us speaking to each other better, just speaking to each other better, we can change some things. If you want to weigh in, I see y'all chatting. Y'all can call us 412-475-8313. I'm going to bust out a Pittsburgh old school for y'all tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Donna Baxter used to be a rapper. If y'all know who Donna Baxter is, chime in. SoulPitMedia.com. Well, she used to be in this group called Misfits in the Attic. And I told her one day that I was going to play this video on this show. And she was like, nah, that's too, oh, you ain't gonna play it? I'm gonna play this video on this show. So for those who don't know, this is a Pittsburgh classic. Here we go. GoLiveTvHour, Art Media, Art Power. We say whatever we want to. Flex your muscles, cuz. We'll be back, y'all.
It's my turn to rhyme, so I think I better kick it. People used to say, yeah, cool is getting wicked. But now it's Selenius, down with the misfits, your nitwits. Go to the back and grab the biscuits, it's me. Mischievous and sugar free. When you're through with the mic, you can pass it to me. Cause I got rhymes out the back of my moon. My favorite fruit's fish, my birthday's in June. The 24th day, year 72. My mom's always told me that I shouldn't drink brew, but I do. That's when I gave myself the boot. Won't go to the store if I don't got the loot. Look up in the sky. I think it's a birdie. Wash your mouth up with soap if it's dirty. You heard me? Miscellaneous with no static. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little misfits in the attic. This so I can make you sweat. I got the mic and I'm gonna kick it anyway.
It ain't a holiday, it ain't your birthday, it's just a regular day. Kick it anyway. It ain't your wedding day, not a payday, it's not a Friday, but let the party sway.
Some people used to diss me, say I'm not too friendly. Originally from J-Town, but Blackstill's my home now. The rhyme manufacturer for Donna Baxter. I gotcha, I gotcha, I gotcha. Nana named Carrie D, cousin named Angie. Feels in the steel mill, cause that's my daddy. Practice safe sex, make her wear a jimmy hat. If you want a stiff drink, take your ass down the nats. Get my records played on the radio. Performed at the Edge, rock the whole damn show. My mom got the fat furniture from Ethan Allen. Often wear a hat, but not a 10-gallon. My girl wrote discrimination for the people that's wrong.
Who drunk up on a Kool-Aid?
I said it in the song. Life is a yeah, you know I ain't a and I'm tired of ducking bullets. Just so you know, I wrote Blind Love so those can see the light. It's not cool to fuss and it's not cool to fight. I think I'll go to Jack the Rapper, sign some autographs, and then I'll say, hey, I kicked it anyway.
It ain't a holiday, it ain't your birthday, it's just a regular day. Kick it anyway. It ain't your wedding day, not your payday, it's not a Friday, but let the party sway.
Yo, it's
Back it up, Jackie. Onassis never was a minute man, cause I always lasted longer. Big ding donger. Dropped out of college and my mom's hit the ceiling. But now I'm stacking bills like a Lego blocks building. I'm straight out the ghetto, still hardcore, but I'll never scream. What? I'll never scream. Won't glorify gangsterism cause it hurts. Kills off the black community in spurts. I bum rush competition like the Bulls of Chicago. Deliver the fat beats with the boldness of Geraldo Rivera. Take a long stare at an undisputed champion. Witty like Malcolm, strong like Samson. Glory how sweet it is to be sugar free. You wanna be like Mike, you need to be like me. I'm all that and 2 tampons on a heavy day. I grabbed the mic and kicked it in.
It ain't a holiday, it ain't your birthday, it's just a regular day. Kick it anyway. It ain't your wedding day, not the payday. It's not a Friday, but let the party sway. It ain't a holiday, it ain't your birthday.
Ah. Yeah. First round. Look, I spit 16 bars. I'm here to murder rap. Give me any beat you got, I'm guaranteed to murder that. Fresh out the box like some 95 Air Max. Rap style sick like chicks who sex bareback. Unclean and seen, flesh and blood death trap. I'm way too advanced, your whole crew get left back. Remedial rap styles, y'all dudes need to catch up. Pick up a book and go put the guts down. Leave it on the dresser, bring your skills to the cypher. The way y'all clowns rhyme, y'all probably need a ghostwriter. With incredible penmanship, find some direction. I'm gunning for your handpiece, you need protection. MCs ain't ready, I see them suckers shaking. I'm killing all their dreams, Freddy versus Jason. They trapped in a nightmare, but no one hears your screams. I don't need a backup, I'm a one-man team. Say rock. Now bring it back, bring it back. Now bring it back, bring it back. Now take it back to a time where they kick raw raps and they drop dope rhymes. Now bring it back, bring it back. Now bring it back, bring it back. Now it's about that time that I kick raw raps and I drop dope rhymes. 16 bars, straight off the fingertips. Iceberg flow, guaranteed to sink your ship. Rappers are dumb, they really need to think a bit. When it comes to originality, they really can't think of it. Rhyme so much, I'm the rap Dr. Seuss. Lyrical lynch mob, my mic cause a noose. Hang him off the mic stand and chunk up the deuce. Franken rap monster, he should've never let me loose. Nope, I'm ready for war, so run and get your troops. What goes around comes around, call me as a loop. I got the juice and my letters are hot, alphabet soup. Y'all really don't want it, I'm calling your bluff. That clowns ain't hard, but as tough as McGruff. Forget about crime, they taking bites out of rhymes. Step in the phase rock, they must be out they mind. Come down, select up, and rewind. Now bring it back, bring it back. Rewind. Now bring it back, bring it back. Rewind. Now take it back to a time where they kick raw raps and they drop dope rhymes. Rewind. Now bring it back, bring it back. Rewind. Now bring it back, bring it back. Rewind. Now it's about that time that I kick raw raps and I drop dope rhymes.
Can I get a 16?
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 Can I get a 16? Can I get a 16?
Can I get a 16?
Can I get a 16?
Can I get a 16? Can I get a 16?
Can I get a 16?
Can I get a 16?
Can I get a 16?
Can I get a 16, please?
Play twice because it was dope. It was dope. You know, it's dope. We let it play. We let it play twice. Don't get mad. Anywho, we back and we were just talking that we got a lot of issues in our communities. Of course we do, and we got a lot of people that can help with the solution because we have a lot of people who actually help with the problem, including us. Man, I ain't gonna act like I was some type of perfect ass parent and perfect ass member of society. I know I did the best I could.
There's no book on how to be a parent. I personally just went through morals and some basic knowledge of how I was raised, on how to do it a little bit better, and just being consistent. And if I wanted it for myself, then I wanted it for my kids.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, but I mean, like there's nobody out here, trying to lecture and be the all-knowing, all-seeing, none of that. That's not the goal. The goal is to educate, and the goal is to finally start having these conversations that we kind of keep in behind closed doors. It's not good. It's not good for our kids. It's not good for our communities. And the media is not going to do this. They'll come through and they'll cover it for 5 seconds, and then next thing you know, you don't hear nothing else about it. So what I decided to do was create a media and see who really want to do something. One thing that we have a very bad problem with is, before we even understand what somebody's capable of doing, we hating on it. And then when you do understand what someone's capable of what they're capable of doing, you're stealing it.
Yeah.
But we not working together. What am I hearing? What I'm hearing, people. I don't know what just happened, but whatever it is, it got to go. As soon as I figure out what it is, it just started playing something. I don't know what the hell. Like somebody's whole song is just playing right now, and you got the nerve to be partying to it. You ain't right. I think iTunes is playing. Quit. Yeah, stop that. Just start playing. Telling you, man, y'all know my computers got minds of their own. They do whatever they want to do. And she's over here jamming with it. I can't. That,
It sounded good.
She said it sounded good. Anyway, my good people, but what I was saying though, we definitely have to find a way to communicate better. That's number one. Because we can't do anything right if we don't communicate better. We also got to find a way to get to these schools, and we have to find a way to get some mentors for our young people, especially our young men, because they're being hunted right now. So we got a couple numbers for y'all. If you are having some type of issue with the Pittsburgh public school system, and you need to get to these people and get around that principal or get around that teacher, there is a number. It's called the Parent Hotline for Pittsburgh Public Schools. Call 412-529-4357. Again, 412-529-4357. Sometimes we can't resolve the issue with the school. Sometimes you got to go outside the school. I know my son had an issue going to Westinghouse for the 5 minutes he went there, and it was impossible to deal with the staff at Westinghouse. They were totally incompetent to what the issue was. And they started it and couldn't even figure it out. So I had to go to the president of the school board to get the issue dealt with. It still didn't get dealt with to my satisfaction, but it did get dealt with. So sometimes you got to go outside of that particular school and hit the school board. So most of the people we're talking to is inside the city of Pittsburgh. Call the Parent Hotline, 412-529-4357. And also there's another great resource for single parents that are raising young people, especially young men. Big Brothers and Big Sisters has been around, so have the Boys and Girls Clubs. But we're going to give you the number to mentor program. Big Brothers and Big Sisters, 412-363-6100. You know what I'm saying? Reach out. If there are any other community organizations that have information, that is what this media is for. So don't continue to say the same thing. Nobody supports us. Nobody sends their kids over here. We're trying to provide a media platform for y'all to do that. Stop stealing, stop hating, and participate. Because we cannot do it alone. Share this show, share the information so that we can get to our babies and help them. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy. It's that simple.
Yeah.
So, before we get out of here, it's about that time for the cheer dance, the dance off. I gotta find a nice beat. Let me see.
Oh, that's the wrong thing to do now.
Oh man, they go iTunes again. What you mean that's the wrong thing to do?
You found the right beat.
No, it ain't the right beat. We just gonna pick a beat. You heard this? She trying to cheat already, people. Try to cheat already. She trying to cheat already. Let's see. What's this beat?
My son said, "What's up, Mom and cousin? Y'all are doing a great job. I love it. Mom, you mentioned being blessed to have us, but we were so blessed to have you.
Indeed.
We are a product of you, what you stand for." Thank
Man.
you, son. I love you
Hey,
all.
you know what? First of all, shout out to my little cousins, the twins and the oldest one, Tariq and Trey. Y'all are some beautiful young men, and like, she held y'all up, but y'all held her up. Y'all made her step her game up, and she did not back down from the challenge. And for the reward, y'all have blessed her with being able to see y'all walk across stages and get your degrees and bringing her grandbabies that are beautiful and well taken care of. Man, I salute y'all young people. For real, not just because y'all my family, because y'all just some good young men. Just good young men. Like, so salute y'all. Real talk from the heart. So we're going to get into it. Here dance! There's something else planned. Look at this. Everything wants to play for you, cuz. Cheer Dance Championship. GoLiveTvHour is about to go down. For those who don't know, I am the champion because the reason why I'm the champion is because I get the top votes because nobody votes. So,
And so she do the voting. How is that?
I'm just saying, like, y'all can vote. I'm just saying, let's get it. Cheer Dance Championship, here got a beat. What you know about it? You go first. What you know about it? It's an underground beat. Let's go. 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 She don't got nothing on this. Oh shit, wait a minute. Is that the dazzle? This is dazzle hands. I'm gonna break it on. Oh, hold on, cuz, you know. She might have a tie here. Oh, what's the wiggle? Get the wiggle. Get the wiggle. What's the snake, cuz? Good. Put your hands in the sky. I really don't dance. That's why I got a cousin. She can bust the moves while I bust the MIC. K-Bang come through. Freestyling is me. Y'all know about this Go Live fucking TV. Ill as shit on the net. Bet you get your check. Best to check what we do. K-Bang coming through. And you know, she's so smooth, Tam B. On a jet chair. I'ma let you win, cuz. You won, cuz. We got a new cheer dance champion. I never could beat her in dancing. Thank you so much, baby. This was awesome. I fucking love you. This is my sister, cuz. My cousin, but she really more like my sister.
Yes,
We out of here.
yes.
We'll be back Wednesday, all video show and call in. Can I get it 16? So if you got bars, hit me 412-475-8313. We out till Wednesday, 8 p.m. Peace. Peace, Esquire. Thank you for watching, man.
2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3,
Hit it, baby.
Another JPB production.